What's up? Welcome to another flying, or I guess only the second Flying Predator battle report. We've been in hiatus for a while. We're just picking up playing again. Happy you guys can join us. Right now we got myself, Justin, Jay White, against my buddy Cody. Zins.
Which you'll see me eventually, I'm sure, my handsome face.
Yeah. So we're going to be drinking a little tonight, so please bear with us. But yeah, so we got we're trying out some pretty competitive builds. Zins and I built some pretty sweet lists. So I guess we're going to start by taking a look at those. So I'm playing Dark Eldar Primary with a detachment of Eldar allies. So for my primary, I'm bringing Duke Sliskus the Serpent. He's a sweet HQ. Go read my Tactica if you want to learn more about him, but he does some cool stuff. I'm bringing a squad of 9 warriors that he's riding with, and a raider with splinter axe and a disintegrator cannon. And then another squad of 10 warriors with a splinter cannon in a raider with disintegrator cannon and splinter axe. And then those are my troops for my Dark Eldar. Then I've got 3 elites for my Dark Eldar, which are 3 identical squads of Trueborn with 2 splinter cannons and 1 just regular guy, because that's the minimum squad requirement. They're all going to be riding in Venoms with dual splinter cannons. Then I've got 3 heavy support. I had to do some proxying because I'm doing some repairs right now, but I've got 3 Ravagers. I've got 2 that have 3 Dark Lances and 1 that has triple Disintegrators for some sweet AP too. And that's my Dark Eldar force. My Eldar force consists of my Farseer on a jet bike. I've got 2 squads of 5 Dire Avengers that brought along their Wave Serpents with scatter lasers on them.
Of course they did.
And then I've got a squad of 3 Warwalkers with dual scatter lasers each. And that is my army. Lots and lots of firepower. I've got some options with the Duke. I can deep strike some stuff if I want to. I got a lot of long range fire. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for Cody for Zins to deal with me with his short-range Necrons, but he's got a lot of staying power on the board, whereas my troops are a little bit more fragile. We're playing a pretty heavy objective game type, so yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Just to go over my list real quick, I'm doing warrior blobs right now.
There's Zins for you.
So what I'm doing is I got
the Beard of Justice.
I got a blob of 20 warriors with Nemesis Zandrak. I got a blob of 19 warriors with a D-Lord with War Scythe, Subterminal Weave, and Resorb, just for that staying power. Then I've got 10 Immortals, all Tesla carbines, because I love my Tesla.
With a Night Scythe?
Yeah, they're mounted up in a Night Scythe. And then I've got...
And the other Night Scythe is with the first squad of warriors. It's just taken. They're not riding in it, but...
No, it's with my Death Marks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
I've got the Death Marks with Despair Cryptek, yep, who's got the Veil of Darkness. And then the pretty standard 3 Annihilation Barges. One's unfortunately a Catacomb Command Barge, but that's worthless, so I'm using an Annihilation Barge.
Well, you know, some people prefer the Catacomb Command Barge.
Alright, some people prefer playing poorly, I guess. I don't.
He's kidding, trust me. And then also making a special appearance are Zins' really sweet custom dice that I actually got for him for his birthday. They have the, what band is this? 3 Inches of Blood.
3 Inches of Blood.
It's got the album cover. Let me see if you can see that. It's not really focusing, but it's got this gold demon goat. Is that what you would say? Like a...
It's just a goat head.
It's just a goat head?
Rider's Horde.
Okay.
I'll post an article up about it.
And if you've seen any of his Chaos Forces, they're purple and silver, so the dice match that, and they have some gold accents, so the gold goat's head looks real cool with them. So yeah, I just kind of want to show them off. But yeah, there's his army and my army, and we're playing in our buddy Metal Rancor's basement right now, but he's a little busy at the moment. So
oh, and I ended up getting the Warlord. I made Nemesis Zandrak my Warlord. Right. And I end up getting the one where he's a scoring unit, but fat lot of good that does in a blob of 20 warriors.
My Warlord trait's actually pretty sweet. Cody also has an Aegis line with a comms relay. But my Warlord trait gives me, makes him have a -1 penalty to his reserve rolls. So that's kind of cool. Kind of just, you know, eliminates his his comms relay. Was that like 20 points? So my Warlord trait basically gave me 20 points. Just kind of cool. Powers on my Farseer, I got Doom, Guide, and Prescience. Yeah, alright, so a little bit of an overview of the table. We got some line of sight blocking terrain, some pieces from the Fortress of Redemption. We got some objectives that are, we're playing a BAO Mission 1. We've got, and if you don't know what the BAO missions are, look them up. They're really great for making the game a little bit more fair and balanced.
We'll post the link up to them.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got my Crusade objective, which is this Grey Knight Terminator. So it's Crusade primary, Emperor's Will primary, Crusade secondary. Zin's placed his objective way over there. He's got his Aegis line about halfway up the board. We've got one Crusade objective here, here, and here. I've got first turn, and let's go ahead and see if it's night fighting. It is night fighting turn 1.
Right. We'll be back after deployment.
Be back after deployment. So, alright. So, yeah. This is our deployment. I went and had deployed first. I deployed a little bit centrally. So I got my Wave Serpents on either side of this piece. I got my my Poison Venoms up there. Got my Warwalkers hiding here. They're going to battle focus around. Farseer's hiding right there. Got a Ravager. So, yeah, I just kind of deployed centrally. I knew Cody was going to utilize his Aegis line over there, so...
It's almost like I paid for it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to stay central so I can move away from his fire as he comes towards me, but still be able to shoot him as I move towards the back corner over here and focus on those two objectives.
Yeah.
Buddy, why don't you talk about your deployment?
Simple. I tried to mitigate what you could shoot at. That's why I left my Immortals in one of the sites. I got one of my Death Marks in the site. I kept all my Annihilation Barges over here, so they can't actually be threatened by any of the vehicles. I mean, the Warwalkers can get to them, but that lot of good that's going to do them.
Yeah. Just a reminder, too, I actually left 2 of my units in reserve. My Duke Nukem squad and my Warriors are both in reserve. These guys are all in transport.
No Metal Rancors here?
There's Metal Rancor.
What's up?
And all the shining glory. Go blue.
Go blue.
Yeah, so that's our deployment. So, Cody's going to go ahead and roll to seize the initiative.
Can I do it?
He's got the special.
Click on it, at least.
He's got the special custom die. Okay, he's gonna. All right.
Get my die blown.
Now I know he's not going to seize the initiative.
Oh.
God damn it!
So did you see it for a second?
That's a 1 for you. They can't see that because of the reflection.
Alright, cool.
All right.
Good luck, dude.
What?
It's not a good game.
For the 3rd time?
All right. End of turn 1. So my first turn, I went ahead and shot everything I could at Cody's Necron Warrior Blob. They're really tough. It was night fighting, so a lot of my Eldar, especially my Warwalkers, couldn't really do much. So I killed, what, I killed 6?
Yeah, you
Six of
took
the
out
guys.
6.
And then I killed 2 of the guys from this squad from the Wave Serpent. I couldn't shoot at the Annihilation Barges because they were deployed pretty well. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I just killed those warriors. I got First Blood and Warlord by killing him, but he stood back up with Ever Living.
Yep.
So that was really great. But unfortunately for Zin's, I did not lose any units on his shooting. So thanks to Night Fight, it helped me too. He did not get First Blood, so First Blood's still up in the air. Top of turn 2, First Blood's still up in the air.
Yeah.
On his turn, why don't you walk him through what you did on your turn?
I just kind of poured everything into that one Venom, hoping to down it. I did a single hull point because of, again, Night Fight. And then I poured pretty much all my Tesla Destructors into the Venom, and I poured 1 into the Ravager.
Did more to the Ravager.
I did more of the Ravager, go figure.
I failed some cover saves, so it's now immobilized and stunned.
So, I mean, there's something. But
no, sorry, shaken.
Shaken.
But it doesn't matter because it can't move anyway. So.
Yeah, regardless. But, yeah, at the end of the day, we didn't score any First Blood, go figure.
We just slapped at each other for a little bit.
But, see you guys after turn 2. Turn 2, and I kind of don't want to talk about turn 2. So, he poured his entire army into ensuring he got First Blood. I used to have an Annihilation Barge here. That got taken care of. And then he deep struck the Duke over here. Just started pounding my warriors. And unfortunately, both squads, I didn't make very many reanimation protocols, even with that 4 up from the res orbs. So
they didn't have to pay for it though, which
I paid for it. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I made a lot of the ones I made were like all 4s.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that squad doesn't have the Resorb anymore because he left, right?
Yeah, I detached him to go after... We'll get to that in a second. So, I open up with my badass comms relay.
Well, before that, too, I also shot, like, most of my army at this squad. Took out a couple.
Yeah.
That 3-up cover and 4-up reanimation protocol is real tough to get through, so...
Yeah, and then I roll my reserves.
And like you said, I destroyed 1 Annihilation Barge.
I rolled my reserves, which were 4 up rerollable because of his Warlord trait. You'll notice my sights are still not on the table because I botched those both. As great as that was.
That was pretty bad.
Speaking of botching things, at one point I decided I was going to break off my Destroyer Lord because I want to take out that Wave Serpent because it was just going to pound me as it kind of came around and had the ability to take that objective. So I decided with 4 attacks on the charge with Preferred Enemy, there's 2 dice X armor pen on, like, what, armor 7 or something with AP 1. There's no way he can survive. Well, I hit with 1 attack.
After the preferred, he rolled 3 1s and a hit, and then re-rolled with Preferred Enemy and rolled 3 2s.
So I hit with 1 attack, and I destroyed the Serpent Shield.
And yes, that's a whole new world that you're hearing in the background.
And other than that, I took out one of the Ravagers and failed to do anything against the Venom. I'm at an uphill battle, but still going for
As
it.
we learned last time we played, like, I can get complacent and just lose out of nowhere, so...
Yeah, I did it last time, so... And this guy's been drinking more than I have, so...
Yes, very, very true.
So, see ya after turn 3.
So yeah. Alright, so, the tears of a broken man are what you're seeing right now.
To sum it up, broken doesn't come close.
Alright, so to sum up my turn, we didn't play Cody's turn. This is what, halfway through the turn 3?
Yeah.
Okay, Zin's conceded. The dice weren't having it. He really needed those Night Sights to come on to be able to destroy some of my transports and ruin some of my firepower, but dice weren't in it. Dice were definitely in it for me. Well, they started kind of cold, but they got hot. So pretty much everything. Okay, so I started off with a Ravager shooting into that Annihilation Barge. I penned it and took off its main weapon, so I decided not to shoot it anymore because it was pretty much crippled. So I put the rest of my shots, Warwalkers, Venoms, and a Wave Serpent into that squad. Killed the whole squad except for his Warlord, so they couldn't reanimate. And then I jumped Duke Sliskus the Serpent out to assault the what the fuck it?
To assault the D-Lord?
The Destroyer Lord, thank you. After shooting my Wave Serpent at it and doing nothing, which ended, I did 1 wound, or 2 wounds total after shooting, because I shot my blast pistol at him and did a wound.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have an invuln save. And then he did nothing back in return because of my Shadow Field. My other warriors came in, deep struck right here, shot at that squad too. There was a squad of Necron warriors here, which my Duke Nukem squad killed. So he doesn't have any troops on the board. He's got 1 crippled Annihilation Barge, 1 Annihilation Barge, Nemesis Zandrak on the comms relay, and then the Destroyer Lord. I mean... What's that?
I've got like 650 points in reserve.
Yeah, he's got like a shit ton of points in reserve, which really sucks. I mean, like, if we went on, his stuff would come in reserve. I do not have a lot of Skyfire, so it's possibly could come back. He's only got 1 troop unit left, though, and we're playing Emperor's Will and Crusade. I've got all my troops left, so all 4 of them. I got 1 at my Emperor's Will. I got 2 that are close to his Emperor's Will, 1 that's close to each of the Crusade objectives. Like, there's just really no way for him to capture the objectives. Plus, I was going to kill his Warlord soon. Had Line Breaker. Yeah, really, dice were just not in it for Zins. But I mean, good game. Anyways, it was fun. It was good to test out the lists. I really like the small Venom units with Splinter Cannons. They deal out a lot of shots. Yeah, if they stand still at 36 inches, they deal 24 shots apiece. I feel like I did not have enough to take out his armor 13. I only had the 2 Ravagers. I mean, they worked for me because he failed his cover saves.
Yeah,
Thank you for that, by the way.
Hey, no problem. I was going to fail on a lot of things that game.
I really like deep striking the 2 warrior units, the 1 Duke squad, which has poison 3 up. MVP, I would have to say... what would you say was my MVP?
God, those Venoms did work.
Venoms did work. I feel like the Duke Nukem squad did a lot, too, because Duke also came in.
That plasma grenade that I didn't plan for.
Oh, right, yeah.
wrecked me.
Yeah, Duke threw a plasma grenade into a squad, which is AP4, so the Necron Warriors just... I ate, 6 of them with 1 plasma grenade.
No, you ate more than that.
Yeah.
They just evaporated.
Yeah, I ate, because I directly hit, and
Because I closely compacted them to kind of use the line of sight blocking terrain to my advantage, but
yeah.
I didn't even think about the plasma grenade, and lo and behold... did not work out well.
Yeah.
But that's it for the game. I mean, I lost. I learned. I like the list. I want to try it again when I'm not getting just pounded ruthlessly.
Well, I mean, plus I had the 1 Warlord trait that kind of screwed you over, too.
It was not beneficial, I'll put it that way. I mean, at least as long as Andrek's alive, he can score.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He is a scoring unit, yeah.
But I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah. I mean, I had 2 Raiders looking at him. It wasn't the cards.
But that's it for me.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, we had a lot of fun. Thank you. Warwalkers did a lot. I was hesitant what I wanted to keep in the list. Like if I wanted to have another deep striking warrior squad or keep the Warwalkers. Warwalkers kind of suck first turn night fighting, but
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you hope for with.
Yeah,
The rest of your army really benefits from that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, statistically, your scoring units though are so hard to get off the table.
they're disgusting.
Yeah.
And I mean,
the one thing you have to worry for is AP4 or below barrage weapons. Just really screws you.
So plasma grenades are not good.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, good game. Informative. We learned a lot about our lists. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this will be posted sometime soon, so we can put it on our blog for you guys to watch. Comment on, tell us what you think of the lists, and let us know overall what you think of the style. Previously, our battle reports that we showed every dice roll, but we realized that takes a while, so
it ain't worth it. I mean, I still want to trim this down. So
yeah. So
we're learning.
all right. Well, yeah. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.